What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASANABI broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live, and I hope all the boys, girls, and enemies are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Saturday, folks. That's right. It is Saturday. Are you invited to the FAZE 4th of July party? I have not been invited to the FAZE 4th of July party. I suspect that it's probably an open invitation, but I have not personally received an invitation yet. I didn't really assume that I wasn't invited. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a given. Jason invited you? He hasn't yet to invite me. Let's be real. But if we're being real though, like, I'm already FAZE, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, does Jason have to invite LACY? No, right? Because he like lives there, and that's kind of how it is with me too. Like, I basically live there. Like, I'm not living there, but it's like, do you need to invite FaZe Banks to the FAZE 4th of July party? No, because he is FaZe, and I'm just as FaZe as he is. So that's basically, it's kind of like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just whatever. It's fine. What is this list, bro? What? Confirmed guest list. What the hell is this? Right side is the invite list. Hassan, Jason, Jesser, LACY, Tara and friends, XQC. Bro, what is this, bro? Allah is coming. Look at the third column. Yeah, I don't think that's, I think that's Alan Chatter. FaZe boys are Muslim. Knew it all along. Guys, FaZe boys, dude, there are a lot of Muslims in FaZe, first of all. Okay, this is not even a joke because it sounds like a joke. It reads like a joke, and a lot of people will think this is a joke. But the person who initially connected me to Norm Finkelstein was literally a FaZe clan member. And not just any FaZe clan member, but like the OG FaZe clan member, FaZe Apex. FaZe Apex is literally Palestinian. A lot of people don't know this, but like, he is one of the OGs. He's one of the OGs in FaZe. And he is straight up fucking Palestinian, bro. And he knows Norm Finkelstein. He was the one who connected me to Norm Finkelstein. Now, obviously that didn't work, but regardless, like, just words that I never thought I would actually put together, like words that I never thought I would see in the same sequence. Like, a FaZe clan trick shotter who is an OG was the person who connected me, an anti-Zionist political commentator, to the OG anti-Zionist academic Norm Finkelstein. I've always joked about this, like, misogyny aside, which is, you know, not something to cast aside, but like, FaZe has always been one of the most diverse gaming groups of all time. They've always been diverse. Is this how Norm learned about gooning? I don't think FaZe Apex even knows about gooning. He's too busy doing trick shots. Did you see the heartfelt moment on the SQUEEX stream?
Or anything. I'm gonna turn off TTS for this. I don't.
A heartfelt moment on the SQUEEX stream. God, I love SQUEEX. He's so fucking funny. Let's see what he had to say. Let's see what his ass had to say.
I don't know how to talk to you guys about this. I just want to say, recently on stream, people have been treating me pretty poorly, and I don't want to be your punching bag anymore. So I just want to let you know, like, a lot of people say I ask for it, and I seriously don't. Genuinely. It's like actually getting to the point where it's a little ridiculous.
Wow, I didn't realize it was a real heartfelt moment. I thought he was gonna joke, because usually he just makes jokes, right? Why are you guys throwing up KWs, bro? That's not funny. This is fucking serious. Throw up Sages right now. Throw Sages in the chat. Let me see some Sages. Why am I seeing KWs? He's being serious. Stop.
Anyway.
There's nothing wrong with having a small penis and then also commemorating the occasion of having a small penis by getting world's smallest penis cup and drinking out of it. You guys are proving his point. Yeah, I saw Peach wants to recreate this. This is one of those things that at the time when we took this photo, we did not perceive this becoming like something that, you know, you can just randomly post every now and then and it'll get like either 5K likes or sometimes it'll get like 30K likes. You don't even have to say anything. It's just like one of those photos that I think is like a meme. And this is so unintentional. It's so unintentional. Like, we were not trying to like turn this into a meme at all. We were being straightforward, Like, we thought this was hot. We thought this was cool. It also makes it even funnier because, like, XQC's in the photo as well. You look like you play guitar for the Eagles. Yeah, RIP XQC 07. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Why is Lud wearing socks and sandals? That's just how he operates. I don't even know. I think Myth has the best fit here out of all of us. But I also think my fit's pretty good too. Like, I got the YSL boots on, you know what I'm saying? And then like I got this crazy shirt on. No, y'all don't think that is a good look? I think that's a good look. Yeah, this night was crazy. We phased up. This is the night where I phased up so hard that me and Nick Merckx were like fucking downing. We were pounding fucking drinks, dude. Pounding drinks together. What a crazy night. Look at how things have changed, you know? I spent months saying that hair was whack back then, and I feel incredibly vindicated ever since you cut it. Yeah, no, the hair wasn't good. Yeah, dude, look at us. Look at us, bro. Look at this photo. What a crazy photo this is. Think about how crazy this photo is. I got the man bun pulled back, tight as fuck, looped up in the back, pounding drinks, multiple shot glasses in one hand, and I'm pouring that shit in there. This is some real value-tainment ass bullshit right here. Nick Merckx in the cut, throwing doobies up, just fucking slamming, dude. Just pounding brews, pounding drinks like there's no tomorrow. None of these guys are gonna have massively consequential fallouts with one another in broad daylight in public over ridiculous political opinions that they might maintain, right? Certainly, no shot. Ain't no way that happens. Not a care in the fucking world, okay? Locked in. Crypto bro ass photo. Yeah, I look like I sell cryptocurrency. I look like I am a cryptocurrency guy. I'm in Florida. This is the most Florida energy that you can have in one fucking photo. Ironically enough, cryptocurrency money straight up destroyed all of these relationships. I think that was like a big deal. That was a big part of it. On top of trans panic, being a reactionary right winger. All right, what is this phase? Lacey says the only reason he supports Donald Trump is for the money, which is...
This is what you supported. You said you wanted Trump. Listen, bro.
I thought he didn't vote. I thought he didn't even actually end up voting.
The reason I wanted Trump was because I wanted to make more money. All right, that's why. I'm gonna say it. At least I'm honest. I don't give a fuck. At least I'm not sitting here lying. I don't give a fuck who's the president. I want to make more money. I'm a greedy bitch. Okay? At least I'm saying it. I've been saying it from day one. Now tell me why I ordered an $8,000 exhaust. And then a week after I order it, I get a call. You got to pay a 57% tariff on it. What? I got to pay an extra over $3,000 when I already paid $8,000 on a fucking tariff. I don't even know what a fucking tariff is.
Classic Trump supporter mindset. This is all too common. I heard his takes about how the ICE stuff is like unacceptable, really fucked up. And that he was saying that he didn't actually vote for Trump. That he supported Trump, but he didn't actually vote for Trump. Some shit like that. I don't know. I mean, listen, whatever peels people away from that kind of mindset, I'm happy to take. He should report that company. They should not be passing those costs off to consumers. That's crazy. Good luck. You don't need to protect your friends all the time. That's a lazy L. No, it is. It is a L. All right, let's see this. Muslim socialist mayor, Republican mom reacts.
When I first saw that New York nominated a Muslim socialist to be the Democratic nominee for the New York City mayor, my very first thought was, this is what you get.
Is that a Brindle Great Dane?
To be
I know this is not the point, but is that a Brindle Great Dane? I've never seen one like
New York
that.
City mayor.
No, that's not a Great
My very
Dane.
first thought.
Never mind. What kind of dog is that?
Very first thought was the New York City mayor. My very first thought.
Bro, lock in. No, it's like a greyhound, but it's brindle. But it's also much larger than a regular greyhound. It's like Great Dane
This is
size.
what you get.
What is that dog, bro?
And the country elects a lunatic like Trump swinging so far to the right, you're going to overcorrect swinging way too far to the left. But when I started actually listening to him, he he's making a lot of sense. And I don't think he's socialist when we think, oh, paranoia, communism. It's not that at all. He's looking at actual issues that are facing New York City, which is the most unaffordable city in America to live in. Like, rather than give $60 million to the big grocery store chains, there's a lot of empty space in New York. So he's going to spend half as much, but give that money to local grocers where they won't have to pay rent, they won't have to pay taxes, and they can actually provide lower cost groceries to the local community. And buses, free. Well, most buses are ridden by working people that have lower income. So
I don't believe this woman is a Republican. Sorry. I don't believe it. And the reason why I don't believe it is because she's demonstrating empathy. And Republicans are entirely incapable of demonstrating empathy. So there is 0% chance that this person is still currently a Republican. It's a big part of being a Republican. A big part of the Republican mindset is an overall refusal to demonstrate empathy unless it's like something happening to you directly. I'm having a hard time believing this. She's way too articulate. No, there are wine moms that look exactly like this, that sound exactly like this, that live in houses that look exactly like this, that can speak clearly on their POV. The vibes, the house, the wine, her clarity, all of that stuff can be Republican coded. Having said that, however, there is something here that's not adding up. And the thing that's not adding up is she has empathy for the working poor. Like she understands what other people are going through.
So, like, nobody rides the bus because they want to. That's not a luxury. He wants to freeze spiraling rent costs. He wants to take over properties that are not being...
She's also far too knowledgeable on the actual policies as well. This
really
is just
maintained by the landlords. That he really wants to do things for his constituents that will have a meaningful, immediate impact. He's only 33 years old, so he's not yet in anybody's pocket, and he's not afraid. He wants to raise minimum wage to $30 an hour, which seems like an outrageous amount of money, but it's New York City, and that's $30 an hour is about $65,000 a year. People who work in the service industry shouldn't have to commute 2 hours because they cannot afford to live anywhere in the city that they are working in. Frankly, I don't give a shit what party you belong to or what color your skin is. I don't give a shit if you're a freaking Martian. I care about what your policies are and what your...
Yeah, no, far too informed. You can't fool me on this. Here, let's see what the average Republican... Let's see what an actual Republican supporting Zohran looks like. An actual Republican that's not really a Republican at all, but just simply embodying whatever the Republican collective hive mind in the chat is saying.
Stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr.
You got my vote. There it is.
There it is.
It's that simple. There's a lot of things I disagree with this guy about, but
like what?
At least...
Like what? What are the disagreements? What is the well thought out, reasonable disagreements that you have? I want to know. There it is. There it is, dude.
He's actually trying, right? Yeah, he's got the right answer. They're openly saying, yes, we're going to go over to Israel. You think this guy's so horrible? Then stop putting up people that put Israel ahead of the United States. As a show of force and as a show of protest. It's a show of defiance. It is a show of defiance. It is a protest vote. It is a few. It is a no, I'm not going to sit inside.
Tide's shifting, boys. Tide is shifting. Remember, Zohran and I are in agreement on virtually everything. And ASMONGOLD has spent the last year talking about how I should be deported, I should be arrested, I should go to jail permanently, I shouldn't be able to say the things that I'm saying, all this stuff. And now he's like, yep, there it is. I wonder what changed. Perhaps the tides are shifting and someone is recognizing that because they have one ear to the ground always.
Of this little box that you put me in, I'm gonna go off the rails, and unless you want to follow me, you're gonna lose. Stop giving us candidates that prioritize Israel over New York City. New York City's a PvP server. There's crazy people everywhere in New York City.
What the fuck? What? Yeah, someone that disagrees with you on like 99% of shit, even on Gaza, can agree on Zohran, interesting. There is definitely a growing resentment towards Democrats in particular, but just like all politicians and their unlimited loyalty and support to Israel that is very frustrating to Americans, especially Americans that are experiencing all of this instability. If you're an American and you feel like your cities are run like shit and the only thing that your politicians seemingly care about is fucking Israel, then yeah, of course you're going to be mad. Of course you're going to be like, I don't like this. What the hell is going on? This is dumb as hell. There is definitely a common Mamdani to Trump voter right here. This is it. Look at this. Working class Hispanic neighborhoods where Zohran Mamdani performed well in the 2025 Democratic primary, they shifted significantly to the right in the 2024 general election. Zohran Mamdani also outperformed Andrew Cuomo in a lot of black neighborhoods as well, like overwhelmingly black neighborhoods, like significantly higher percentage of black people in some neighborhoods in New York than the rest of the country. We're talking like 40%, 45% black neighborhoods. And Zohran Mamdani won those districts. He won those neighborhoods. So the idea that like, oh, black people aren't fucking with him, blah, 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 all this shit is stupid. It's fake. It's nonsensical. It's bullshit. Having said that, you know, there is still definitely a reliable older boomer voting bloc, especially in places like New York, that is overwhelmingly going to go for the establishment pick, whatever the establishment pick is, whatever the television is saying is like the good choice here. And they definitely went for Cuomo, but it wasn't enough to carry him across the finish line. And Zohran was able to basically pick enough voters from that constituency. But having said that, I think those guys will go for the Democrat. They're straight ticket Democrat voters, reliable Democrat voters. And I highly doubt Andrew Cuomo and all of the media initiatives that might back Andrew Cuomo, all the moneyed interests that might back Andrew Cuomo are going to be able to turn around and get those voters to vote for an independent line when they have been straight ticket, straight line Democrat voters. Remember, these guys are Democrat machine turnout voters, okay? Very, very difficult to take them off the pro-Democrat ticket. This was something that I always talked about. If Bernie was to ever be able to make it out the primary, where the Democrat machine turnout will work against him, all of those votes that are reliable blue votes would always vote for him anyway. Those are the people who vote for Kamala Harris, or those are the people who vote for Joe Biden because they're told to vote for Joe Biden. Those are the real vote blue no matter who people. And the real vote blue no matter who people are not going to stray away. They're not going to get off the Democrat ticket. The argument I always made is this. There is a likelihood that someone who voted for Bernie Sanders might not vote for Joe Biden, okay? That's not a given. But there is no likelihood. There is no likelihood whatsoever that someone who voted for Joe Biden in the primaries is not going to vote for Bernie Sanders in the general. None. The notion that people are going to say, nah, this guy's too progressive for me, can't do it, that does not exist in the establishment Democrat turnout machine. Zohran has national prominence at this point, and New York is like 70-30 Democrat. New York City specifically is 70-30 Democrat. All of the establishment Democrats that might go to Andrew Cuomo won't go to Andrew Cuomo if he's not on the Democrat ticket. There will be some, but I don't think it'll be enough to move the needle. That's my point. A big part of why the incumbent mayor who's running on the independent ticket is deeply unpopular is also because he is pro-Trump. He is now basically working at the behest of Trump because he is compromised. Ironically enough, Andrew Cuomo is also just as compromised as Eric Adams is. So all of these reasons are why Zohran's chances are fairly decent. Now, this doesn't mean that Zohran can do this alone, especially if the establishment Democrat and all of the media work against them actively from this point on until the general. Obviously, that will make the chances much harder. Having said that, I think as long as the Democrat machine doesn't try to fuck over Zohran, things will be good.